You're sitting in traffic or maybe just staring at this massive pile of paperwork, and that very human fantasy kicks in. You think, if I just lived on a beach in Bali, everything would be perfect.
Yeah, we really like to imagine that geography itself can cure an overflowing inbox. Like the stress would simply, melt away into the ocean.
Right. Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome to today's deep dive, where we are looking at a set of daily reflection notes focused on the ancient text of Ezekiel 36.
It's a really fascinating set of notes.
It really is. And our mission today is to explore a wild contrast found in these texts. Basically, does our environment dictate our prosperity, or is it actually the other way around?
Right.
Because, why are humans so obsessed with the idea that a simple change of scenery will just magically fix all our problems?
Well, the sources touch on this perfectly by introducing a Korean concept called pungsujiri, or geomancy.
Geomancy, right?
Yeah, it's the belief that the physical shapes of things like mountains and rivers actually dictate a person's fortune, or, misfortune.
Oh.
In that framework, the land itself is the source. It's the literal channel through which you receive your blessings.
So it's basically the ancient version of the modern geographic cure.
Exactly.
The idea that moving to a sunnier city or finally upgrading to a corner office will just instantly cure your burnout.
Yeah, exactly.
But wait, let me push back a little here. Doesn't a physically better environment actually make life easier? A corner office usually comes with a better paycheck and, a much nicer chair.
What's fascinating here is how the text completely reverses that logic.
How so?
Well, the scripture in Ezekiel presents a huge historical reality check for the people of Israel. They lived in what was considered good land.
Prime real estate.
Right, prime real estate. But when they faced judgment, that prime real estate didn't offer any magic protection.
Wait, really? It didn't help at all?
Not at all. Instead, the land was seized by neighboring enemies like Edom, who just took advantage of their vulnerability. It became utterly desolate and was actually mocked by surrounding nations. The premium zip code didn't save them.
So the environment wasn't like a protective bubble. The bad real estate was actually a symptom, not the disease itself.
Exactly. And it wasn't some mystical curse that ruined the land. Their societal breakdown made them weak.
Ah, I see.
When the people stopped taking care of their community, their morals, and, their defenses, they practically invited invasion.
Wow.
The desolation of the land was merely a mirror.
A mirror.
Yeah, it reflected the people's broken relationship with God and with each other. The environment was simply reflecting the internal state of the people living there.
Okay, but since the environment is just a symptom, how do the notes say we actually go about treating that disease? Because the text doesn't just end with a desolate wasteland, right?
Right. No, it doesn't. Look at what happens when the people finally return. The environment physically responds to them.
Oh, interesting.
Ezekiel 36 outlines these incredibly vivid promises. It says, the mountains will shoot forth branches and yield fruit.
That is vivid.
Yeah. And in verse 11 specifically says that man and beast will multiply, doing, quote, more good to you than ever before.
Okay, so what's the big takeaway there?
The reflection notes draw a crucial conclusion from this. The land is not the source of the blessing. It is simply the stage where God's grace is revealed.
The stage, not the source. I like that. But I'm thinking about someone listening right now who is stuck in a deeply toxic workplace. Are these notes really suggesting they shouldn't look for a new job, but just stay and try to fix a broken company culture?
If we connect this to the bigger picture, the reflection provides a very direct challenge.
Okay.
It asks us to stop wandering around constantly searching for a better situation. Instead of waiting for our circumstances to magically improve so our lives can improve.
Which we all do.
Right. We are challenged to heal our broken homes, our workplaces, and our communities through love and grace.
So you don't find abundance by escaping to better real estate.
No, you create it by bringing restoration to the place you already inhabit.
Which totally flips that Bali beach fantasy on its head.
It really does.
The ultimate takeaway from these notes is that true abundance doesn't come from finding the perfect real estate or the ideal circumstances. It comes from participating in restoration right where you are, right in the middle of the mess.
Exactly. You aren't waiting for the environment to fix you. You are called to help heal the environment.
Which means we might not need a new map after all. So I want to leave you with a final question to ponder today. We've talked about how healing yourself can heal your environment, but here is something to mull over.
Oh, I love these.
If your environment is a mirror of the community, what happens when you do the hard work to plant seeds of restoration, but the people around you absolutely refuse to water them? At what point do you stop trying to fix the mirror and simply step out of its reflection?